Is that within the trade testing system is to accredit a lot of trade testing centers around the country. So you may find actually in a lot of districts in the country, we have what are known as accredited trade testing system. Why accreditation? To ensure that they meet the minimum training standards or minimum assessment standards for them to conduct an assessment. So what we've done really is to look at these informal workers. These trade testing are national certificates. Now, what do we expect in the next 5 years? We expect a lot of awareness by our people that do not know currently that there is such a system, for them to know that actually they don't need to get into a classroom for them to get a certificate. All they need is that they must have some setting where they can be trade tested, have a paper, and go out in the world of work. So we will see a lot of influx because of that awareness that people will be coming through for trade testing. And to us, that is what will improve the access into TEVETA. As you are aware that in terms of access into TEVETA, it's very limited. Even our training institutions that offer craft and above, when you look at the influx from schooling system, there are so many and they cannot be absorbed. So the trade testing system is opening access to so many, even when they have dropped at grade. Those that would have dropped from the schooling system, say at grade 7, grade 9, and indeed at grade 12, all those would come through the trading system. So meaning that we have a system that brings in a lot more people than what the TEVETA sector can access, I mean, from these other training providers.
We have examples also in the mining industry, where we have, at Lumwana Mine, for example, a number of students who are undergoing training at the mine, 100%. And together between TEVETA and Lumwana Mine, we are following up on the learning that the students are pursuing. Collectively between TEVETA and Lumwana Mine, we do the assessments, and the students, upon qualification, will be certified by TEVETA. We have also collaboration between First Quantum Mining and two training institutions, in Solwezi Trade Training Institute, as well as NOTEC, where we have students that are undergoing training in two parts. Part of the training takes place in the school, and another part takes place in industry.
TEVETA has deep-rooted and positively impacted the trainer and employer with much more broadly defined skills training in the learning and acquisition of skills and competencies, not only in school, but also in a controlled informal environment. Hence, a credible system of TEVETA certification yielding a much broader definition and larger envelope of available skills.
The impact is that you begin now to define skills training much more broadly. I think traditionally we have always defined skills training as training taking place in a learning institution. So our human resource is not necessarily that which is in the formal system, but our human resource is defined much more broadly as all those who have acquired skills in different ways, but who have been assessed and certified.
Good health is ideal for every living human being in life. However, nature exists in a dynamic environment coupled with health alteration conditions that require knowledge and skills to control, correct, and sustain good health for livelihoods. The pedagogical skill training environment produces health science practitioners that largely and positively impact the health sector. For example, the Cancer Diseases Hospital based at the University Teaching Hospital UTH in Lusaka operates professionally with highly skilled medical personnel, some who have passed through TEVETA skills training. Message Pampe, principal radiographer, in the diagnostic department at the Cancer Diseases Hospital, shares her TEVETA skills training that led to her academic advancements.
We had very good skilled lecturers who took us through all the courses that were under radiography, and we did practicals at UTH, University Teaching Hospital. So it was a block system where we were 2 weeks in class and the other 2 weeks doing practicals. And that kind of training was very, very helpful for radiographers because when we were students, we started on hands-on training. So in the first year, despite the theory, we were doing the practicals as well. And that really, really made us feel that we were a part of the system, and we developed interest in radiography very quickly because of the practical aspect that we had and the support that we had from the staff from the University Teaching Hospital.
Radiography is a science that employs the use of radiation to diagnose diseases. With the advancement of technology, radiography now uses the state-of-the-art computerized equipment to diagnose all cancer diseases. Mercy, both a diagnostic radiographer and therapy radiographer, testifies the TEVETA skills application to her work environment.
Radiography is a science. In radiography, I'll use the layman's language. In radiography, we use what we call radiation to diagnose diseases. There's a lot now that is involved in radiography. We have what we call X-rays, general X-rays, where we take X-rays of the body using radiation. But now radiography has become so advanced such that we have special equipments like computerized tomography, magnetic resonance imaging, and other special investigations that are being done within radiography. It has become so broad and wide. We also have radiation therapy, that's treatment of